Summer work day number 4. So, hi baby. Oh baby, are you comfortable? Oh, hi. Hi. Gotta give her as much love as I can because soon I'll go back to work. Isn't that right? You're gonna love being uninterrupted for 10 hours a day though, be honest. Alright, so today I'm actually going to the building. Ignore the clothes on the rack. I am going to my building to bring some stuff to school, print some stuff off, and maybe go through and see what's going on in my classroom. I have been quite busy, so here's everything that has been accomplished. These are all like answer keys. That's the word I'm looking for. These are all answer keys for math workbook. I have chapters 1 through 6 done, so I've got 7 through 10 left I still have to do. And then this is all stuff that has been printed off, and I caved and I bought a laminator. So I have a laminator at home now, so I got all of this laminated except these letters because these are my like unit titles. So on my focus wall, I have bigger versions of like bunting like that. So like the red is math. So in large bunting, it says math, and then underneath I'll put this, and I laminate each word together to make it easier to put up. So like here, the word shape, but then I ran out of room in my lamination sheet, so I have shape, and then I'll just staple this S when I put it up on the wall. But anyway, so I did not get a chance to laminate these because I am missing a letter from one of my math headers, and then I'm missing an and symbol. Yeah, I'm missing an ampersand from one of my UOI titles. I think, yeah, where we are in place and time needs a header, but everything except those, the rest of this is all ready to come to work. So I'm going to bring that into the building, get it out of my apartment, maybe be able to use my countertop again. That'd be great. But I just finished a PD session this morning, and I'm also going to meet my student teacher for the first time. So I have a student teacher this semester. I don't know what to do with a student teacher because the last experience I had with a student teacher was when I was a student teacher. So this will be fun. It'll be interesting. But I'm excited to meet her. I'm gonna kind of like show her the school, and then we're gonna go to a coffee shop and just talk about some stuff. But for now, go to work, get some work done, and then go to coffee shop is the plan. So let's get going. Made it to school. It's humid. It's not hot, it's humid. But I made it to school and I'm actually quite happy. So my classroom has been repainted and this wall looks a lot better than it did. It used to be like not, I was not happy with like this green wall before, but now that it's repainted and a darker green, I'm actually really liking it because this is my favorite color. So I'm much more okay with this. I like this. Let me turn the lights on and see what it actually looks like. Okay, yes, I am much more okay with this. I like this blank canvas of a wall. This is good. Okay, so like I said earlier, I guess I don't know. I would have said it in an earlier video. I switched classrooms. I used to be across the hall in that classroom, but I switched because I'm gonna have a larger class size this year. So this is what I'm working with so far. This is my room. Obviously everything's been moved so that I could get it painted, but this is what we got. And then I was told I'm not gonna have these tables, which I don't want these tables. I hate these tables. And they're gonna swap it out, so I'll have the desks I had last year, which is needed. I got that. I've got my interactive board in the front. So we're doing good, which this is fine. I wasn't gonna put stuff on the walls today anyway, but I stopped at Starbucks and Morning Glory, which Morning Glory is like Office Max or Office Depot. That's the best way I can describe Morning Glory. I'm gonna stand right under the aircon until that thing really kicks in. I had salted caramel cold foam cold brew, which is one of my favorite drinks, so I'm very happy about that. Oh my gosh, okay, these walls, like, I know what a coat of paint can do, but seriously, this was just like, it looks 400 million times better in here. So we're gonna be having a very, very long discussion at the beginning of the year about making sure our walls stay nice and not like putting marks and stuff on our walls, because this looks so nice now. But okay, let's go over what I have. Of course, one of my coworkers is here. If anyone was gonna be here, I was expecting it to be him. But anyway, back to what we were doing. Ooh, there it is. Okay, found my tripod, so let me get that set up. Moment, mud. Okay, things I got from Morning Glory. So I first got a binder to put my math answer keys in. So I'll just make a thing for that really quick, and then I can smack that in there. I've got masking tape, and I got 3 different sizes. This is 3 rolls of masking tape, this is 2 rolls, and then this is a single roll. So I got 3 different sizes because you always need masking tape. Got some name brand post-it notes because I only use name brand post-it notes. I do not like other brands of post-it notes. I'm picky like that. And then I got these, the set of 20 binder dividers, so I can set up my data binder once I get going with like things like that. And I can explain how I set up my data binder in another video, because I'm definitely not setting that up today. Oh, I should have got 10 tabs for my answer keys. Whatever. I will go back to Morning Glory at another point so I can get my 10 tabs later. All right, so now what I am going to do is other things that I purchased before and just brought in now is a staple remover, because I was using a box cutter last year to pull staples out of things. Do not recommend. Almost stabbed myself multiple times. And this magic little sticker remover. Now, I talked about this in another video when I taught 2nd grade. I actually think my reaction to this is the thumbnail for that video. But this little Chunwan stick from Daiso is magic. I am honestly in awe of how much this removes. Like, it removed the most insane sticker residue I have ever seen. Got it off no problem. This also got like some sort of dried on permanent marker off the board. And like, I know the trick, like, oh, put expo marker over it. That didn't work. Dry erase marker over it didn't work. It was still on the board, but this got it off. So I got another one of these because it's good to have on hand, because mine got gypped off me last year. I don't know who took it, but I let someone borrow it and it was never seen again. So I put my name on it. I don't care that it's only 1,000 won. Like, is it gonna break the bank? No, but I need this. So I got that. Okay, these are posters that are like school specific that I have to have up. I've got my multiples charts. These are from Ladybug's teacher files. These are super important. I don't see what I'm looking for though, so I think I put them. I also have the sustainability goals, and then the NGSS practices. And then we are going to be working on cursive this year, so I printed off a desk strip. I just made this on PowerPoint with a font, but I made a desk strip for each kid so that can be at the top of decks. I don't want to put an alphabet up. I don't need to put an alphabet up. I'm just going to put a desk strip. And then this is all stuff that I printed and laminated and cut out before the school year ended. So I've got, let me find all of my bunting. So this is what like the normal size bunting looks like. This is my welcome to grade 5 sign. This is what the normal size bunting looks like, and this is how big my morphology one is. My morphology and my grammar bunting is smaller because it's part of my literacy board. It's, you know, when the time comes for classroom setup, you'll see what I mean by that. But yeah, here we go. So, because originally I had word study, but my board's gonna be like, we are doing word study, but the wall itself is gonna be more about morphology. So I switched it out for morphology. So M-O-R-P-H-O-L-O-D. Come here. What? Perfect. Okay. So grammar and morphology, and then I color code my subjects, so all of my bunting is different colors as well. Math is always red. So this year, math is red, UOI is orange. Normally I would have social studies be like orange or yellow, but UOI is science and social studies combined, so that's orange. Writing is green, reading is blue, or sorry, I missed yellow. Yellow is morphology / word study, writing green, reading blue, grammar is purple, and then I always have at least one strip of my board as like a class info, where I post the like school specific posters I have to have up. Our schedule and transition times, that stuff is under a class info wall, which is just like black or gray. So just spill water everywhere. All right, so I'm going to add these. Maybe I need to get a new one because this is already quite actually what I'll do, I'll take these out of here, and then I'm not making like, I have basically my class list for next year because my school is so small, we only have one section of each grade level, so like I will have all of last year's 4th graders in my class. But like, we don't know quite yet. Like, some of them we're pretty sure they're moving over the summer, but we're not quite sure. And then I'm bound to get new kids because our school is very transient. So I'm not making name tags yet though, not because of that, but because I do not make name tags. And this year I'm also not going to make like their names for their lockers, because I noticed last year that having the kids make their own name tags, like they designed it entirely themselves on their computer. We printed them, we laminated them. They took way more ownership of their space because they designed their name tags for their desks, and then they decided as a class that they wanted to have the class schedule on their desk instead of having a wall one. And so they designed their own schedule that they put on their desk. Like, they did everything themselves. And so because of that, I saw that they had, like, they took more ownership of their space. They were more respectful of their things. When they were sitting in other people's spots, they were more respectful of like other people's space and stuff. So I'm going to have them design their own name tags and their own like locker labels when we come back on like the first day of school. All right, got that. So I've also got, like I said, doing Stelar teacher morphology. So we're doing root word and affix of the week. So I've got these printed and laminated, which this is the Monday activity. I'm planning on putting these on my focus wall. And then I'm also going to, I need to find where I'm going to do it, but as we learn the roots and affixes, I am going to have somewhere that I'm going to put like a card up to show that we've learned this one and for the kids to reference. So like this is the affix one, but I need to print the root one today. I don't, that's a, once again, classroom setup problem, not a right now problem. Okay. So we got that. Some of this, I need to figure out how I'm gonna store focus wall stuff because I'm just not quite sure. All right, plan for right now. Print, organize. I'm not gonna cut and laminate here because I can do that at home now. And I'd rather cut at home. I'd rather do things here that I can only do here instead of doing things here that I can do at home. So for now let's print first of all. Let's see if my printer on this floor is even working because I don't want to go all the way to the second floor to print things. I don't even think it's plugged in. It's not even plugged in. Okay, so step one, plug in the printer. There we go. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay, so I got stuff printed off. I've got a lot of stuff printed off, which, okay, to be fair, like these just need to be laminated. That's not, they don't need to be cut or anything like that. I could, if I really felt like it, I could cut the excess white. Not happening. Not happening. Nope. My type A brain does not need to focus on that. So this stuff, so I've got like all of my root word posters, which, oh shoot, I need my Affix posters as well. So I got those. And then the like, because the first lesson is gonna be like the different types. So I got prefix, suffix, base word, and root word. Because that's an important part of morphology. But yeah, all of that just needs to be laminated. And then, so we're gonna be doing two things, like I said, root word and affix. And then the things that I bought off TPT come with, you do have two options. You can do a full page or a half page. And I think a half page will be more than enough space for my kids to write. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print this front to back. So there's gonna be 4 pages per sheet. And then we're just gonna, I think I'm gonna do this like cover in like cardstock. And then, or I could laminate it. Because 2 people at my school do have staplers that like swivel, so we can staple like on the binding like a book. And I think I might actually, I need to decide if I'm gonna do cover in cardstock or cover in laminated. It's gonna have to last all year. I'm gonna laminate the covers. And then, oh, but then they have to write their name. You know what, we'll get there. Long story short, I'm going to do, so if there's 40 words and I do 4 per page, I only need 10 pages of this. So that's for root words and then also for affixes. So I think I'm gonna do that, I'll figure it out. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to go down to the second floor because the printer down there will be better for this, but I need to turn, for my affix page and my root word page, I need to turn this into double-sided, and I need to make sure it's not the days of the week one, because there's 2 options with these. There's like this one that doesn't have days of the week, but then like if you look at this one, it says like Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm still gonna follow the weekly schedule, but like we have enough weeks, or like we have enough times it'll get screwed up that like there'll be a couple weeks where I'll be like, okay, we're gonna make a prediction, and then after we make the prediction, we're gonna do the origin right away. So like, I don't want like Monday, Tuesday, especially because once again, I've got one kid coming next year who really thrives on like schedules. So if it's printed on there that we do something on a specific day, he's not gonna like it if we don't do it on that day. So I'm just going to avoid that altogether and not do that. So let's print, okay, affix of the week, student response, half sheet. And I want the second page because that does not have the days of the week. Seriously, I have got Take Me to Church stuck in my head so badly. This bird doesn't stop flying. There's a bird that's flying on the other side of the building, and I see it like through the window just out of the corner of my eye, and every time I'm like, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Okay. Print that. Affixes, and then we need root words. This one I need page 3. Am I an idiot? Y'all, I forgot how print settings work. You know what, let's try that again. I'm not an idiot. I just really didn't think that one through. Okay. So, did that, and then I think, yeah, okay, I'll figure it out, I'll come back. Okay, my phone's plugged in, but this is the stapler I was talking about. I went down to the grade 1 room and just snagged it really quick because I needed to. So like normal stapler, and then if you look, it's got around the edge so we can twist it, and then that makes it easier for us to, so in my book, I can like, if I need to staple it, I can go in from the side, like, yes, can go in from the side, so that way I can like get the staple in the actual middle of the page. But anyway, I think I'm going to end up doing, the cover is cardstock. This is my like prototype. The cover is going to be cardstock because 10 pages is a lot to staple through. It worked, like we're doing good, but definitely gonna do cardstock. And then I think next time I'm in the building, which will probably be another day next week, I'm going to print as many of these as I can, fold and staple them, and then I'm going to put these under books so they'll get squished, and then that way they'll like sit nicely. But yeah, I think this will be good for that. And then I also didn't want to have like, because I thought about printing these out and then cutting them in half and then having the kids each week glue them into a notebook. The problem with that is I don't have a notebook. Like we already have them. They have one notebook for each subject, well, more than one for some subjects, because they've got one for math, one for reading, one for writing, which I'm combining writing and grammar into one notebook, one for word study. So that's already 4 notebooks and only 2 subjects, because reading, writing, and word study are all literacy. And then one for UOI, one for life skills, one for UOI life skills. I think, yeah, because we require them to have 6 notebooks, plus they have a special Korean notebook for Korean class and a sketchbook for art class. So that's 8 notebooks. We don't need, I don't need my kids to have another separate morphology notebook. We can use this, and then we will just make it work. I'm not gonna make them have another separate notebook to just glue papers into. That, not when I can make these. So, got my root words one made, and then let's do my affixes one. Just make sure I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Okay. So we got these. Now, going to grab, here's the cover. And then this is not gonna be for any of my kids. This is just gonna be for like my own reference. Maybe I'll fill it in and use it as like an example notebook. I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna make this notebook. And then my student teacher should be here soon, so I don't know what else is gonna get done. We'll see. I'm back home. Met up with my student teacher, and we talked a lot. I'm very excited to have her in my classroom this year. She seems like she'll be a good addition to my classroom. I'm excited for her to start with me. But got that done. I've got these books made and going through them. I think this will be good. This will be a good thing for my students to do. I'm just going to spend the rest of the evening cutting and laminating and eating the nectarines I bought on the way home. But nothing new is gonna happen tonight, mostly because I think I'm starting to get a headache, and where the headache is in my head is usually where migraines come from. If I have a headache that turns into a migraine, it's usually because it starts where this headache is starting. So I'm gonna try my best to not have that be a migraine. Drink a lot of water, keep the lights off. Yeah. But that's it for today's work day. Hope you enjoyed. There will be more in my classroom work days coming up in the future. Now that my classroom is painted and the floors are done, I'm just waiting to see if my tables actually end up getting swapped out, or if that's something I'm going to have to talk to my administration about. But there will be more work days in my classroom coming up, and soon classroom setup videos. So thank you for joining, and I will see you next time. Remember yesterday when I said that was the end of the video? Yeah, I'm back at school. It is the next day, and I needed to be in this area anyway because I am cat sitting for one of my friends, so I needed to come and check on the cats. So I was like, I might as well spend some time at school, get a couple more things done, you know. It is downpouring today. Like I had to take my shoes off and they're drying over by the door because they are soaked. But I did stop at Morning Glory again because yesterday I decided that that black binder was like, I want to just switch over to all black binders. Color coding binders is gonna be a nightmare because like I can't get all the same binders and the colors that I need. So I got 3 more of the same binder. And then I also found the, what's it called? Friction ball. They're erasable pens, which will be good for me when I'm grading because I had to cross a lot of things out last year when I was grading. So these are my grading pens. And then my Papermate Inkjoys are gonna be for like stuff that I have to like actually sign and like can't use erasable pen on. So we're gonna, today, because I brought some more stuff that I printed yesterday. I think I laminated everything I printed yesterday. So I have that laminated cut out. I brought it here. Oh, what a good reflection. And then we're just gonna see what all I can get done until, because I'm meeting a friend to check on the kitties. So we're gonna see what all I can get done before I have to go check on the kitties. Okay, so this is all the stuff that I printed yesterday. These are the things I'm gonna put up on my focus, like my, here, I'll explain. So I'm gonna have, I think it's gonna go right there on that space of wall. I'm gonna have like this header. I'm gonna set this up and then I'll show. Okay, so this is what I'm planning on putting up on that wall. I don't know if I'll have enough space to do double like this, but we'll see. But we're gonna have morphemes and then the roots in one column and the affixes in the other column. And then as we learn them, I'll put them up on the wall. That is the current plan. So I've got that. And then I've also got, I mean, this is the second half of approaches. I printed it out and laminated it and then only did half. The rest of my headers that I had to print extra letters for yesterday. And then, oh yes, my booklets that I made. And then all of the posters for the root words. So that all got done yesterday. Now I'm going to start going through and organizing this because it's a hot mess. All right, so I've gone through and kind of gone through everything I've laminated for the wall. I knew that random E wasn't for nothing. Because organize, I need to add an E to the end. So I need to go home and laminate my E for organize. But I've got all of my math unit headers done. Almost all of my UOI headers done. I just need to do that stupid E. My bunting, I have the approaches part of approaches to learning done. So this is what I've got done so far. And then I've got these are like how to have discussions basically. So these are gonna go up on the wall. So like if I disagree, like these are just sentence starters to help them have class discussions that I bought off of Rude. I bought off of TPT, and I think my plan right now is these are gonna go up along the top there because this bookshelf is gonna be pushed up against and like be underneath the window. But or maybe I'll put it like right there. Ooh, I could put it out so that way. I could do that. Once I like come and do actual classroom setup, I'll play around with it. But I think, yeah, these are gonna go up across the top. Okay, so I did some moving around. I moved my shelves and drawers back against the corner where they're going to be. And then I also moved my bookshelf just to see, and I'm kind of liking it. The only thing is that with the bookshelf, I would have to like do something with this, which is fine. I can totally do something with that. That can be, ooh, maybe that can be for like reading tracking. Ooh, that could be, okay. I'm getting ideas, but I do like the bookshelf being there. And then also having like this huge expansive wall to like do stuff with. And then, yeah, okay. Yes, I'm a fan of this. I think the bookshelf is gonna be there. And then we'll have just like this area for, I don't know, for maybe if I have, because with 14 kids, I should be, if I get the desks that I want, the desks that I had last year, then I'll be able to, I think it'll be fine in this area. So I can maybe put some extra here as like a little table over here they can work at. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I do, yes, I like the bookshelf there. I definitely think that's going to stay there. I like that. Now, I'm gonna get all of these like stacked and put away so I can do other things. Okay, let's talk because it's been a second since I picked up the camera. I have finished, well not finished, I still need to staple, but this is going to be the booklets that my kids get for morphology. So I had to go on and just like do some finagling in Google Slides, but I got it so that, because we're also, the first lesson is like, what is a prefix and a suffix? So I put the note page in the book as well, and then the rest is the like weekly things they'll be filling out. So I just went in and made the affixes one and then the root words one, and then I'm going to staple those. I snagged the stapler from the first grade classroom again, and then I am going to make a list of all of the things I need to buy. Number one being command strips, because so this is the phone from my room, and I want it to be on the wall, but I have no way for it currently to be on the wall, so I'm gonna get command strips, put it like right there on the wall, and then just shove those cables behind my bookshelf so that it's not taking up valuable space on top of my drawers. So I'm gonna staple the books, and then I don't know what I'm going to do next. I think next I'll start making like binder labels for my binders, because I know one of them is for sure gonna be my data binder. One of them is going to be my like math answer key binder. I think I'm going to make one of them my morphology binder, where I just keep the posters and the pieces that go up on the wall. I'm just gonna keep all those in like a binder. So I'm gonna make one of those my morphology binder. And then I don't know what the 4th binder is gonna be yet, but I am sure I will find something, because that's not gonna take long for me to need another binder. But I'm gonna do that, and then I might head out after I finish making labels, because not really a lot of other stuff I can do until I officially come back and like start setup and stuff. So I don't know, I'll figure it out. All right, so this is what I've been doing. I have been hole punching these and putting them in a binder. I basically am doing, I'll put in the root word, like full page thing, the Monday activity for the root word and the affix, and then I'm just going in backwards order, so that way when I open it up, number 1 will be right on top. And then I need to get, I can go, I've seen them before, I can go to like Artbox or something and get like 3-hole punch envelopes, and then I will just keep these in the envelopes. And then each week when I'm like planning out morphology for the week, I'll just come in here, grab what I need, and hopefully it's a good system. I got these finalized, so I've got the cover, the 2, because I put prefix and suffix in the affix is one, and then I put root words and base words in the root words one, and then all of the daily ones. So I've got those figured out, and then I've got all of the math answer keys. That's it. All the math answer keys that I have finished are in here. And then I have my little like tabs in here, and then I'm just gonna print off a class list. The kids are in alphabetical order based on their class name. And what I mean by class name is that some of the kids go like have English names that they go by. Like I have a Chinese kid who has an English name that he goes by, which is totally different than his Chinese name. I have some kids who their quote unquote last name is their name that they go by. I have some kids who their middle name is the name that they go by. So it's like, I can't go by first name, so I go by the name we say in class is their number order, and then if they come in the middle of the year, I'll just add them on to the end. But I'm gonna print off a class list to put in the front, and then just like the numbers. Yep, you guys know what I mean. And then I also printed, I did some PD, which I need to get a certificate for another PD I did, but I also just printed the PD that I did, and because I keep 1 copy at school and then I take 1 copy home, so, which I did 5 sessions of this PD, so I've got 5 certificates to take home and add to my collection. Okay, it is downpouring right now, but headed out. Actually gonna end this video now, so thanks for joining me these 2 days. Classroom setup vlog hopefully coming soon. Bye-bye.